This is Miss Pang bringing you another useful Scratch tutorial. When you push the keys on your keyboard, it makes your computer do amazing things. You can pretty much control your computer using the keys. So when you're programming your game in Scratch, you can do the same too. In today's example, I'm going to use the up, down, left, right keys to control the crosshair in my awesome zombie game. I'm also going to use I'm going to specify a key to push to make one of my zombies say brains. So let's get started in Scratch. Once again, make sure that the sprite that you want to write code for is clicked on, and the blue box tells you which one it is. I'm going to start with the crosshair. So what do we want the crosshair to do? We want the crosshair to go left, right, up, down using the corresponding keys on your keyboard. There are quite a few ways to do it, and I'm going to show you two ways, okay? So first I'm going to say when I click on the green flag, something's going to happen. What is going to happen? Let's figure it out together. I'm going to say if, and I'm going to go to sensing, and I'm going to say key. Remember we want keys pressed? When key what is pressed, something happens. So if key space is pressed, something happens. I don't want to press the space bar. I want the up arrow. Okay, we said we want the up, down, left, right? So I'm going to drag 4 of this out. If So I'm going to go back to sensing. I'm going to say key again. If key down arrow is pressed. If key right arrow is pressed. If key left arrow is pressed. So you can see each key that we want to control is specified. I don't want to snap it together yet. What's next? So what's going to happen when the up arrow is pressed? We want the crosshair to move up, right? So we learned in previous tutorials that this imaginary line anywhere up, down, up, down, up, down is the what axis? Y axis. So I'm going to go to motion and I'm going to look for the Y. When the up arrow is pressed, I want to change the Y by 10. Remember, when it moves upwards, it's positive. When it moves downwards, it's negative. So up, it's going to be positive. Change the Y. Down, I want it to be negative. So I'm going to keep it at 10 first, okay? The bigger the number, the greater the distance. I think 10 is okay for now, but we can play around with the numbers later. So right arrow, right. Right is positive, left is negative. That's on the x-axis. Change x by, since it's the left, negative 10. So left, right, up, down, all of it is accounted for. We have 4 directions, so we have 4 sets of rules. And I'm going to say do it forever. So let's test it to try it out. You can see once again there's a white border around it. That means it's working right now. So I'm going to leave my cursor right here and not touch my mouse. I'm going to use my arrow keys. I'm going to press the up and see what happens. Up, down, left, right. Amazing, it works. Okay, so I'm going to, whoops. put it back, and I'm gonna clip it to the green flag top hat block. So once I click the green flag, everything's working. I'm gonna go try it out. Yeah, it definitely works. Great, awesome. So that's one way of doing it. Let's try a different way of doing it. See this thing over here when what key is pressed? So I'm gonna drag it out, and it says space. I don't want space, I want the up arrow. So when the up arrow key is pressed, what do we want to happen? We want to change the Y by 10. I'm gonna go back again. I'm gonna pull 3 more out for this. So we have 4 different directions. So when down arrow is pressed, when right arrow is pressed, and when left arrow is pressed. Very quickly I go to up down is the Y axis, left right is the X axis. We don't want set because set means you go there and only there. We want change because we want it to always change when you press. Okay, let's check for the negatives and the positives. So up, down. Up is positive, down is negative. So down is negative 10. Right, left. Right is positive, left is negative. Left is negative, so left is negative. So we can test it one by one, or we can just press the green flag. So you can see the white border only appears when you press the key. It's not constantly checking like the other code that we wrote. Left, right, up, down, left, right. So some people prefer having one set of code in a group. Other people think that this is better. I don't know. It's really up to you. Both are okay. Whatever works, works. Okay? So 2 different ways. There are other ways too, I'm sure, but we're going to let you explore on your own and figure out other better ways if you have them, and please share them with your friends or share them with me. Maybe there's a way that you know that I don't know and you can teach me something. So enough with the crosshairs now. Let's go on to zombies. Let's say I want to work with this guy over here. I want this guy to say brains. Where is it? Yes, I want him to say brains. Because he's looking for brains to eat. I want him to say brains for 1 second. When I press, what should I choose? Let's say number 1. So let's see what happens. 1. It says brains. Press brains. That's cool, right? So we can pretty much tell him to say anything. Say, hi, mom. Okay, let's press the green flag and press. Instead of the number 1 key, I can say spacebar. So I'm pressing the spacebar now. Hi, mom. Hi, mom. that's one way to do it. Once again, there's different ways of doing it, and different people choose to use different ways depending on how they like their code to look like. And you know, sometimes when things get complex, certain ways do work better than other ways. So I'm gonna say forever if say hi mom. So I'm gonna click the green flag and I'm gonna press the space bar. Hi mom. Hi mom. So there you have it, a couple of different ways to use your keyboard to control things in your game. I hope you took something away and you can go explore and create amazing things. I'll see you in the next tutorial. See you guys.